Taiwan plays a pivotal role in the global semiconductor industry, producing around 60% of the world's chips and over 90% of the most advanced ones. However, Taiwan's dominance is largely driven by a single company, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, TSMC. The firm alone accounts for 65% of global foundry revenue, a figure that has surged from 55% since the AI boom began with ChatGPT's launch. TSMC's success stems from its pioneering of the foundry business model. Unlike early semiconductor giants such as Intel, Texas Instruments, and IBM, which both designed and manufactured their chips, TSMC focuses solely on production. As semiconductor complexity increased, with transistor counts doubling every 2 years, manufacturing became prohibitively expensive for many firms. In response, leading chip designers outsourced production to Asia, while retaining design operations in the US. This shift allowed TSMC to establish itself as the world's foremost chip maker, equipped with cutting-edge technology, state-of-the-art facilities, and top-tier engineering talent. Taiwan's rise as a semiconductor hub was far from inevitable. Historically, the island was a poor agricultural economy, reliant on sugar exports. However, after the Chinese Civil War, Taiwan underwent a dramatic transformation. When the nationalist Kuomintang (KMT) government retreated to the island in 1949, it implemented ambitious land reforms, avoiding the deadly consequences of similar efforts in mainland China. With increased agricultural output and American financial aid, at times accounting for up to 40% of total investment, Taiwan began industrializing. By imposing import restrictions and subsidizing large corporations, the government laid the foundation for economic growth. By the 1960s, Taiwan's economy had pivoted towards high-tech industries, setting the stage for its dominance in semiconductors. Today, TSMC is at the heart of global chip production, making Taiwan an indispensable player in the technology supply chain. Taiwan's transformation into a semiconductor powerhouse began in the 1970s when the government launched an ambitious plan to develop a domestic chip industry. Previously known for producing low-cost manufactured goods, Taiwan had already attracted assembly contracts from companies like IBM. However, the real shift came with the establishment of the Industrial Technology Research Institute, ITRI, an initiative aimed at fostering homegrown semiconductor expertise. In response to economic challenges, such as the oil crisis, the government actively recruited top electrical engineers, many of whom had studied in the United States, to help build this new industry. The first major attempt, United Microelectronics Corporation, UMC, succeeded, but struggled to acquire foreign technology due to export restrictions. Despite these hurdles, UMC remains one of the world's top 5 semiconductor foundries today. The next breakthrough came with Morris Chang, a Taiwanese-born engineer who had moved to the U.S. at 18. Initially studying English literature, Chang pivoted to engineering and became a key figure in semiconductor manufacturing at Texas Instruments, TI, where he helped advance mass production techniques. After being passed over for the CEO position, he left TI and, following a brief tenure at General Instruments, accepted an offer from the Taiwanese government to work at ITRI. In 1987, Chang founded Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, TSMC, with a vision to specialize in contract chip manufacturing. His foundry model allowed American and Japanese firms to outsource production, securing Taiwan's place in the global semiconductor supply chain. Initially, TSMC priced its chips below cost, betting that semiconductor fabrication would become too expensive for Silicon Valley startups to handle independently. This strategy proved successful, enabling TSMC to capture early market share and expand through continued outsourcing. From the outset, the company received crucial financial backing from Taiwan's National Development Fund, cementing its role as a key player in the world's semiconductor industry. At its initial public offering, TSMC's ownership was divided among key stakeholders. The Taiwanese government held a 48% share, Dutch electronics conglomerate Philips owned 28%, and the remaining shares were acquired by private investors, including influential families persuaded to buy in. Decades later, this collective effort has turned TSMC into one of the world's most valuable companies, ranking among industry giants like Meta and Berkshire Hathaway. The semiconductor supply chain is divided into three main segments: chip designers like NVIDIA, Google, and Apple, manufacturers like TSMC, and companies that integrate these chips into final products. To maintain its dominance in the second segment, TSMC has relied on continuous technological advancements. Unlike competitors balancing both design and manufacturing, TSMC has focused exclusively on production, allowing it to refine its processes and maintain a technological edge. This commitment is reflected in its $40 billion investment in research and development in 2023 alone. Moreover, as one of the few companies capable of producing the world's most advanced chips, TSMC indirectly benefits from the R&D budgets of major tech firms that rely on its capabilities. Semiconductor manufacturing is a complex process involving around 1,500 precise steps. A key component of this process is the extreme ultraviolet (EUV) lithography machine, essential for producing chips at 5 nanometers and below. These machines, weighing 165 tons and costing up to $200 million each, are manufactured exclusively by ASML, a Dutch firm. Only a handful of companies, Samsung, Intel, and TSMC, have the financial resources and expertise to acquire and operate them, cementing their status as the only producers of the most advanced semiconductors. As demand for high-performance chips has surged, driven by artificial intelligence, 5G networks, data centers, and smart vehicles, the gap between cutting-edge semiconductors and outdated technologies has widened. TSMC, capable of manufacturing chips ranging from legacy 500-nanometer nodes to cutting-edge 3-nanometer processes, has seen its market dominance expand accordingly. Its fabrication plants, including 5 major facilities in Hsinchu Science Park, continue to be at the forefront of semiconductor innovation, ensuring Taiwan remains a critical player in the global technology landscape. TSMC's global footprint continues to expand, with semiconductor fabrication plants, fabs, spread across multiple regions. In Taiwan, it operates 5 fabs in Hsinchu Science Park, 3 in southern Taiwan Science Park, including its most advanced facility, 1 in central Taiwan Science Park, and 3 new fabs planned for future 2-nanometer production. Internationally, TSMC has fabs in Shanghai and Nanjing, China, with an additional site in Japan and another under construction. Its European expansion includes a facility being built in Dresden, Germany, while in the U.S., the company operates in Camas, Washington, and is constructing a major site in Phoenix, Arizona, set to include 6 fabs. One of TSMC's key business strategies is its neutrality in the semiconductor industry. It does not design its own chips, ensuring it remains a trusted manufacturing partner for its clients. This approach contrasts sharply with Samsung, which initially produced Apple's A-series chips but later competed directly by launching its own smartphones. The conflict led to legal battles, with Apple winning a $500 million lawsuit against Samsung and shifting its chip production to TSMC. Today, Apple remains TSMC's largest customer, followed by major American chip designers Qualcomm, AMD, Broadcom, and NVIDIA. Samsung, despite its technological parity with TSMC, has seen its foundry revenue dwindle to just 1/7 of TSMC's, as its integration of design and manufacturing has deterred potential clients. Beyond business, TSMC is at the center of intensifying geopolitical tensions between the U.S. and China. While the company is a key supplier to American tech giants, much of its semiconductor sales still go to China. This dynamic is largely driven by the tech triangle trade, where American firms design high-tech products, Taiwan manufactures key components, and China assembles the final goods for global distribution. Additionally, China has gained a competitive edge in emerging sectors like batteries, electric vehicles, and drones, industries heavily reliant on semiconductors. Both the U.S. and China view their dependence on Taiwanese chip manufacturing as a national security risk and have launched initiatives to reduce reliance on TSMC. China has poured billions into its domestic semiconductor industry, with Semiconductor Manufacturing International Corporation, SMIC, emerging as its leading foundry. Although SMIC lacks access to the cutting-edge technology that gives TSMC its competitive advantage, it has become the world's third-largest foundry, focusing on 28-nanometer processes and above. Meanwhile, the U.S. has implemented strict restrictions to curb China's access to advanced semiconductors. Since 2022, the Biden administration has banned exports of NVIDIA's Ampere and Hopper GPUs, critical for AI development, to China. Efforts have also been made to prevent chip smuggling through third countries. In 2023, ASML, the sole producer of extreme ultraviolet (EUV) lithography machines essential for advanced semiconductor manufacturing, was prohibited from exporting its most sophisticated equipment to China. Japan has also joined these efforts, banning the export of 23 types of chip-making equipment. As global semiconductor demand surges, with AI, 5G, and next-generation computing driving innovation, TSMC remains at the heart of the world's technology ecosystem, balancing economic dominance with increasing geopolitical scrutiny. The U.S. has adopted different strategies under its past two administrations to secure domestic semiconductor production. While President Biden has pursued a China-style industrial policy, investing billions into the chip sector, President Trump favored a market-driven approach, using tariffs to encourage companies to relocate manufacturing. Despite their differing approaches, both administrations have funneled significant investments into the industry. A prime example is TSMC's $165 billion Phoenix, Arizona facility, the largest foreign investment in U.S. history, which will produce advanced chips down to 5-nanometer processes. However, cultural tensions have emerged as TSMC adapts its Taiwanese work culture to the U.S.-American employees have criticized the company for its long hours, rigid deadlines, and strict management style. TSMC, in response, maintains that its disciplined approach has been key to its success as the world's leading chip manufacturer. Whether the U.S. can replicate TSMC's manufacturing efficiency while maintaining American labor standards remains uncertain. Taiwan's dominance in semiconductor manufacturing has often been described as a silicon shield, as the global economy relies heavily on TSMC. Nearly every modern device, from smartphones to military systems, depends on semiconductors, making Taiwan's role in the global supply chain irreplaceable. This strategic importance is also a key factor in geopolitics, as China continues to assert its claim over Taiwan and has hinted at potential military action. Any disruption to TSMC's operations, whether through war or economic embargo, would result in trillions of dollars in losses and global instability. Furthermore, the U.S., Japan, and Europe have strong economic and security incentives to defend Taiwan, as their technological and military advancements depend on access to cutting-edge semiconductors. Despite efforts by both the US and China to build domestic chip-making capabilities, concerns are growing that the silicon shield may be weakening. If the US achieves self-sufficiency in AI chip production, some question whether its strategic interest in defending Taiwan would diminish. However, the reality is that no single country can independently manufacture semiconductors. The industry relies on a highly specialized global supply chain, with key components and technologies monopolized by different nations. For now, the world remains dependent on Taiwan, ensuring that TSMC, and the island itself, remain central to global technological and geopolitical stability.